Hi friends, I want to introduce you to the Ideal Hydration Solution. This solution I'm getting ready to share with you provides water that works. Now if you're going to drink water, doesn't it make sense to drink water that's super hydrating, super bioavailable? We got to get water into our cells to carry oxygen, nutrition, hydration in, then flush fat and waste and toxins out. The interesting thing most people don't recognize is that regular water just doesn't do that. We need water that appears just as it does in nature on the earth. You know, the earth has a slight negative electrical charge, and water on the earth and in the earth is subject to that same charge. So when we drink water from nature quickly and abundantly, it has a strong negative charge that's able to enter the aquaporin. 2003, an American wins the Nobel Prize. His name is Peter Agre, for how our cells rapidly get water into our cells, and that's through this aquaporin channel. The lining of the aquaporin literally has a positive charge on both sides, and positive does not attract positive. Positive repels positive. When we drink water from nature, it has a negative electrical charge and is drawn into the aquaporin, allowing optimum oxygen, nutrition, hydration into the cell. It also flushes fat and waste and toxins from the cell. We all want to be less toxic. We all want to be our ideal weight and get excess fat, waste, and toxins out. The Ideal Hydration Solution will allow you to do that. So I'm going to outline what we use for this solution. First, this is our living water appliance. This is the pinnacle, the state-of-the-art in water ionization technology. An inventor came up with an idea that had plates and membranes that allowed for home use water ionization within a reasonably small footprint. This happened about 30 years ago. That exact same inventor, who holds the first water ionization patent for this engine that has multiple plates and membranes. And oh, by the way, every other ionizer on the market, every other one, still uses that old, outdated technology to this very day. You go on the internet, oh, we've got so many plates, so many plates, so many membranes, multiple plates and membranes. That's the old paradigm. That's like the tube TV. That same inventor created a new invention, went out to bid, and one individual purchased the worldwide rights to this new breakthrough direct disc technology. So no longer multiple plates and membranes. One single platinum-coated titanium disc could now do all that work much more efficiently and effectively, much less maintenance, much less cost. And this is the representative state-of-the-art in water ionization technology. It only weighs 8 pounds. My wife and I, we travel with this all over the world. You can turn it on its side. You can do all, it's bomb-proof. It's genius in its simplicity. Very little maintenance, and here's one of the really big differences between this and other ionization technology, is that this adjusts on the fly because your water is different than my water. Any other ionizer we've ever come in contact with has preset power settings based upon Japan or different parts of the world, wherever the ionizer was manufactured. This ionizer, this new technology, is designed to adjust to your specific water quality. The TDS, or the total dissolved solids in your water. These things can have a tremendous impact on the quality of the water and the strength of the water. So this keeps you safe. It adjusts to your specific water conditions. That's one of the major breakthroughs. But there are many enhancements to this new technology. Let's just say that if we were to compare other water ionization technology from the same inventor, and basically any brand you can think of, those are kind of like the big tube television. The picture's fine, just a lot of maintenance, kind of bulky, but now we have this new flat screen water ionization technology by the exact same inventor. Now I want you to think about this. What technology in your home over the past 30 years has not evolved to be much lighter, much smaller, better, and more cost effective? So this is our living water ionizer. Again, the pinnacle in water ionization technology. This is new breakthrough technology. Oh, by the way, it's used by practically every Major League Baseball team. Most professional sports teams are learning about this technology, and they have the ability to compare anything to anything. And overwhelmingly, this is the ionizer of choice. It's about half the price of other commercial ionizers that are out there. This appliance is $2,199. $21.99 for an unlimited supply of the most convenient, most hydrating water we can get into our bodies. So, water ionization. This is how this works. It diverts from your cold water line, okay? So all I do, and this is a little countertop setup here, I just turn this little side faucet on, and this is an option. there is a diverter that mounts to your faucet spigot, or you can have a little side faucet like this. And it's generating an abundance of antioxidant alkaline water that's super hydrating, and we get the benefits from that. This is our living water appliance. Now, how do we get here? Well, we go off of the cold water line. We use inexpensive and super convenient water, city tap water. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, this city tap water, it's got all kinds of stuff in it, right? It's got all these chemicals, it's got pharmaceuticals, it's got herbicides, pesticides, and the chemicals that are used to kill the germs and the virus and the bacteria. That's what we have this for. This is the highest rated filter ever tested by NSF. We did a lot of due diligence, but what we found is that NSF did even more due diligence. They certify every single filter sold in the state of California is mandated by law to be run through NSF. And the way NSF works is they don't test the first gallon, they test at the very last gallon of the filter life to make sure, because here's the thing, a consumer, now we know there's probably a degrading scale. Over time the filter is going to be more effective and then less effective at the end of the filter life. What NSF does is they said, okay, but a consumer believes, if you say it's a 1,000 gallon filter, then the consumer believes that they are protected for 1,000 gallons. So whatever amount of reduction is available at the end of the filter life, that's what we're going to allow you to claim and publish to consumers. Friends, at the end of this filter life, there is greater than 99.9% reduction in a broad array of contaminants. This is the highest rated filter ever for the broadest amount of contaminant reduction, and also the highest rated for the greatest amount of contaminant reduction over its life. This is a big deal. This is peace of mind protection for your families. And then the other thing that's very important is you don't want to ionize contaminated water. This ionizer makes everything more bioavailable. If you have toxins in your water, you don't want to make toxins more bioavailable. Not a good idea. Okay, we got to get the bad stuff away. This gives us peace of mind protection. It hooks up to the cold water line and then runs up through this tap through your living water ionizer. Okay, so that's one setup. Now, another alternative is, let's say that you wanted to have your system, you didn't have, maybe counter space is at a premium. This is another option. This is a below counter setup. This is our same state-of-the-art breakthrough living water appliance. But you see, now the water taps off the cold water line, goes in through our multi-pure filter, and then we have an additional filter. This is a filter specifically designed for fluoride removal, and it does a very effective job with that. Now, the interesting thing about this multi-pure filter is that it's the broadest and greatest contaminant removal of any filter ever tested by NSF. However, they do not claim fluoride removal, and we know that it removes a great deal, but they don't claim it. So for total peace of mind protection, what we have an option to do is to add an additional fluoride filter so that you have the utmost peace of mind protection, that you're doing the best you can do to remove that contaminant from your water as well. So we tap off the cold water, it goes through the multi-pure, then it goes through the fluoride filter in this case, and then we're going to our living water. Now watch how I access this from this above counter faucet here. So super convenient. We don't have a lot on our counter. We have this nice little side faucet, and I can generate an abundant amount of super hydrating living water as conveniently as turning on my faucet. There's nothing more inexpensive, there's nothing more convenient than this setup, and there's nothing that gives you greater peace of mind. So this is our above counter setup. It runs through the multi-pure, through the fluoride filter, through under there. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's a tremendous solution. My family, we carry hydration bottles. We carry plastic bottles or glass bottles around. Everybody in the family has a different colored one. My family saved 5,300 plastic bottles in 2 years. Friends, I hope this message finds you well. I hope this makes a tremendous contribution to your health. You need water that works. If you're going to drink water, doesn't it make sense to drink water that works versus water that doesn't work? Blessings to you.